Imagine a world where our beaches are littered with plastic, marine life is struggling to survive, and the seafood we consume is contaminated with toxic substances. Hi, my name is Lucy Nayavazian, and today I would like to talk about an important issue that is relevant to all of us: ocean pollution. Our seas, which travel more than 70% of the surface of the earth, is an essential resource that provides nourishment to a large number of species and is essential to the survival of human life. However, there is a grave danger as a result of pollution, which has devastating effects on marine life, the ecosystem, and eventually our own health and well-being. The amount of waste plastic that makes its way into our oceans is measured into the millions of tons every single year. Can you imagine? Plastic pollution is one of the most prevalent dangers to marine ecosystems, and it is becoming increasingly urgent. Debris made of plastic can have a negative impact on marine organisms of all sizes, from the tiniest plankton to the larger whales. Plastic bags are frequently mistaken for jellyfish by sea turtles, which can result in the turtles ingesting them, which can lead to blockages in their digestive system, which can be fatal. In other cases, plastic nets, six-pack rings have been found in the ocean and that have entangled not only fish but birds, causing them to suffer injuries or even die. Microplastics, which are extremely minute pieces of plastic that accumulate as a consequence of the decomposition of bigger things, are still another major cause for this concern. These particles are consumed by a diverse array of marine creatures, ranging from plankton to fish, and ultimately reach higher levels of the food chain as a result of their presence. The health of marine animals is negatively impacted as a result of this, and the health of humans who consume seafood that is polluted with microplastics is also at risk. In addition to this, chemical pollution poses a significant risk to our oceans. However, harmful compounds are introduced into maritime habits by a variety of sources, including industrial discharge, agricultural pesticides, and oil spills. These contaminants have the potential to inflict long-term damage to marine ecosystems, which can result in the extinction of species and the alteration of relationships among food webs. For instance, oil spills can coat the feathers of seabirds, which reduces their ability to insult themselves, which this can ultimately result in hypothermia and eventually death. Beyond the realm of marine life, the effects of ocean pollution are far-reaching. There is a decline in the health of coral reefs, which are centers of biodiversity and essential for the preservation of coastal areas. There are a number of pollutants that contribute to coral bleaching and disease, including sunscreen, chemicals, and runoff from agricultural land. As coral reefs continue to deteriorate, the numerous species that rely on them for protection and sustenance are also put into jeopardy. There are significant repercussions for the economy that result from ocean pollution. The fishing and tourism industries, on which millions of people rely on their lives, are directly impacted by the situation. Fish pollutions are decreasing as a result of polluted waters, which has a negative impact on the food security and income of people all over the world. Debris-covered beaches lose their appeal to tourists, which has a negative influence on the economies on the surrounding areas. It is necessary for all of us to work together in order to combat the issue of ocean pollution. We need to decrease the amount of plastic we use and ensure that waste is disposed as in appropriate manner, and advocate for regulations that safeguard marine areas. Industries are required to implement environmental responsibility practices and reduce their overall impact on the environment. Governments are obligated to implement policies that prevent pollution and to invest to clean up the environment. One thing that can be suggested would be gathering with a group of people and going to the beach, certain areas where you can see there are a lot of plastic, and pick them up, put it in a bag, and that will help. Not so much, but it will do some type of help towards the ocean, towards us, towards marine life. And when we make choices that are conscious, we have the ability to make a difference as us all individuals. We can use containers, bottles, utensils that can be reused, and take part, like I said, in beach cleanups and push for regulations that will minimize the amount of garbage and production of plastic molded products. And I think it's important to encourage others to have an understanding of the significance of preserving our oceans. And I believe like there's no way that we can afford to ignore the fact that our oceans are like a valuable resource. I'm pretty sure everyone loves going to the beach, seeing, for example, maybe dolphins and all these fish, and there's so much that's like not explored of the ocean. And if this does continue, it does not help our marine ecosystem like whatsoever. It just damages it more and more when we would like to explore more and know more about it. And we have the ability to do that. We have the ability to assure that future generations will inherit a world in where marine life is thriving, ecosystems are healthy, and the beauty of our seas is protected if we do take that action right now, which would be sooner than later, because the sooner we do it, the more we will be helping